people of the verse, hello and welcome to the channel. I am your host, The Eradicator. I am live today with the community, and we are going to talk about the latest patch notes, Star Citizen patch notes 3.12.0C. It is available in the PTU right now, only for EVO PTUs, unfortunately, but they are tackling some of the most game-breaking bugs. They are also testing some of the new features that will be brought to us in Star Citizen 3.12. So let's jump straight to it and see what is done here. Let's first talk about the bug fixes here. Apparently now the aggravated vehicle assault should no longer trigger from self-destructing your own ship, which is fantastic because, you know, if you self-destruct your own ship, you should not get a crime stat. It's your fault, right? So that is a great fix that is going to save a lot of prison time for a lot of people who have no choice but to self-destruct their ship. Manslaughter crime should no longer be given when crashing into people. Should now be given when crashing into people with your ship, which I think is not going towards the right direction. If you remember, I made a video a couple of days ago about how you get a crime stat if people actually EVA onto your ship while you are flying. You don't even know people are EVA into your ship. You get a crime stat. Yeah, where's this crime stat coming from? Yeah, that's because people are trolling you. And then you get a crime stat, then you get a bounty, and they're coming for you at security post carrier or other places when you are trying to clear your bounty. That is not ideal, unfortunately, right? Next, we also have carryable cargo vehicles should no longer become detached from the normal cargo hold when it's open, or ignore collision or fall off, or through the ship when it's moving. So that is some extra fixes here for the Nomad. They fixed a missing entry identification marker for the Nomad and Star Runner. Seriously, guys, please, I'd like to know in the chat down here, do you guys actually care about entry identification? I mean, who needs that? I know, I get it that new players sometimes need to be taken by the hand, and the Star Citizen might be a little bit daunting for new players. I get it, but at the same time, we were all new players at some point. Do we need those vehicle entry identification? That should be a very interesting topic, and I'd like to know what you guys think in the chat down here for those of you who are live, and if you're not live, please let me know in the comments down below as well. Outpost, Han, and Perman on the moon of Magda should no longer be floating above the planet's surface. We know that these planet surfaces have been updated a little bit with extra textures, and as a result, those particular outposts ended up floating. I'm surprised that these were the only outposts, according to the EVO PTUs, that were floating down there, but yeah, this is fixed here. I'm looking at the chat at the same time. Griffiths, Shadow Rise, and Sibo97 say that they don't really need the vehicle entry identification, and I kind of agree with them. Port side panels for interior elevators, lift, or the Starfarer series should now have correct interaction. Oh yeah, that's true. They are. I forgot about this, but it's not just the elevators of say Lorville or Area that are getting updated. It's every single elevator in the game that is being updated, including elevators from older ships, the Starfarer being one of those older ships that do have elevators. I think it is from deck 2 to get to deck 3 that you have an elevator. No, it's deck 3 to deck 4 that you have an elevator, the Starfarer. And this one is also getting the little screens too, right? Next, they fixed a missing collision on the wall inside the crew bathroom of the Carax. Fixed various walls and assets in Echo 11 Star Marine that were missing collisions. Yeah, it's funny that the EVO PTUs are also testing Star Marine, but yeah, I suppose that it does have its own fan base, right? And they removed reference spheres for refinery decks. They fixed 7 crashes and 7 client crashes and 7 server crashes. Now on to the updates. Now there are quite a lot of updates here in this Star Citizen Alpha 3.12.0C patch, and we'll go about it right now. First, let's talk about the new features here, and they have added the Gemini A03 sniper rifle, and it's very interesting because this is kind of like a new unique sniper rifle apparently, because here they are saying that this sniper rifle is a versatile semi-auto sniper rifle with the ability to fire quickly at the cost of accuracy, and this is one of the reasons why I am not using snipers in a game right now, because I think that snipers are really too slow to fire, and if you miss, then you are exposed, basically. People are going to have to make very quick work of you while you are waiting for your gun to have another bullet that you're going to shoot. Now, if this is a semi-auto rifle, you'll be able to even shoot without necessarily using the scope if you are fighting at point-blank range, or at least at short range. And I think that this AO3 sniper rifle is going to be a great weapon that's going to be between those long-range rifles that we have, such as the Gamma Energy rifle, for example, of the F-55, and the more traditional sniper rifles that we have also in the game. And it is filling a niche that was not filled until recently. I think that's, again, from the patch that I'm reading here online. And I'll definitely be trying this gun for you at Security Post Carry and other areas as well, where we have some FPS gameplay. And as soon as it is available, you will have a full test of this gun. But I'm quite excited about it as I am reading that description here. Locations: continued polish pass on planet repainting and assets. They redrop pass on outposts and derelicts on planet to fix floating locations on objects. Talking about the moons of Magda, right? Next, we have we now hooked up key ordnance on ships, so missile, chaff, and flares in Cry-Astro landing services functionality to run through the shop service, allowing for proper pricing differentials between items when restocking your ships. This will also require rebalancing for all of our current insurance item prices. Overall, this is a major step forward toward getting a fully dynamic set of prices in the landing service functionality. Now, this is very important too, because right now, yeah, those landing services have been kind of let down by CIG for a very long time. They are finally getting reworked. Hopefully, they are going to be working every time that we got there. The prices sometimes don't make sense. Missiles have gone. They've gone up for several thousand Alpha UEC to just a few hundred Alpha UEC, and they're trying to find a middle ground. And it's very important at the same time we get countermeasures added to those services. Right now, if you want to refill countermeasures, I don't think that you can do that if you get the Cry-Astro services at those rest stops. This is something that would now be available because those countermeasures are going to be extremely important further down the line as we are getting a missile rework as well as torpedo rework. Those countermeasures are going to probably save your life, and they are going to be far more useful than they are right now, which is why they are getting that redone, and they are testing that in the EVO PTU build right now. People are asking me, what time is it here over there? It is morning for me indeed. It's 10:14 in the morning, Julio, but thank you so much for asking. And Arrow Gaming TV says he needs 150k to get a rock. Well, Argo Gaming 50, you are going to get those 150 Alpha UEC very quickly. Just do a couple of ECN missions, and you'll get that money, right? What else do we have here as the new updates? They've updated the minimal and max hostility times after going hostile to another player. They allowed aggravated crime stat damage to be auto-ignored against party member and set it to armistice violation to a week long. So that means that if you violate the armistice zone, you are going to get a crime stat for a week. That's a long time. That is a very long time indeed. Further sound effects police pass for multi-tool tractor beam audio. That is one of the big features apparently in Star Citizen 3.12. We're going to talk about that later as we are going to break down the latest episode of Inside Star Citizen. And what about the Nomad and the Starfarer? They fixed an issue causing entrance marker not to be present entering the ship, and that's pretty much it. No, we talked about that before. Let's talk about the known issues. There's still a couple of known issues that need to be fixed here. Players cannot suicide in EVA. That is a big problem right now. Who has ever suicided in EVA? Please let me know in the comments down below. Hey, Dr. Forbin Colossus, how are you doing, man? Long time no see. And I'm glad to see that you have your eradicated little icon here. You've been a member for quite some time now, so thank you so much for following the channel there. Yeah, so going back to suiciding in EVA, this really needs to be fixed because you never know, right? Sometimes you get ejected out of your ship Sometimes you can't get back into your ship for whatever reason. You know, go in EVO, close your ship, you want to open the door, it doesn't work, right? So what are you gonna do? You need to commit suicide. But if it doesn't work, then eventually, I think the other alternative is just to log out and log in again. But that's just a burden, right? So I'm glad that this is a bug that has been reported, and they're going to fix it right now. In Portraits, I'm going to answer your question, but just give me a few seconds. Visor comes will become squished. Ships are not spawning on the landing pads at New Deal accounts reset. At New Deal, sorry. Account resets could fail and lead to multiple issues, such as ships being doubled. Oh my, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. The loadout manager for Stamarine has no options for the player to customize the loadout. That's still a known issue from the other patches. Attempting to sell minerals results in the processing screen and then a transaction failed message. Ow! Now mining is one of the great ways of making money in the verse right now, and if you can't sell your loadout, then obviously you're wasting your time, and that is going to be very frustrating for a lot of players if they don't fix that. Close range first over IP animations are not transmitted to remote clients. Well, that's pretty much it for this patch note here. I'm glad that also the AO3 Gemini sniper rifle is being added. What we could hear from those patches sounded very exciting, and again, I'll definitely be testing those. And yeah, also landing services being updated. Finally, hopefully, these are going to be a little bit more reliable in the future. That's all for this very quick update on the EVO Caddy patch, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys later. This is the Eradicator. This video is brought to you by the people who support this channel on Patreon and via the join button as well. Supporters of the channel get access to lots of cool perks, such as access to my private Discord, your question answered in the show, you get to know when I'm going to play, and also you get to have a chance to influence the editorial line of the channel. Any help is appreciated, starts at just $1 a month. Thank you very much for watching. This is the Eradicator, and I'll see you guys later.